I would say I was almost as close as her
No.
to her as I am to you. And I think I was either the only or one of the few women in the press bench
I can believe
at the time.
I can believe that.
And she just kept staring at me in a very sort of weird way. I mean, I didn't feel scared. It was just quite unsettling.
Gosh.
And the thing about Rose West was her normality. She had on these big sort of glasses that looked like sort of, you know, from the 70s.
And just for any of our listeners who don't know who Rosemary West is, but she was married to Fred West, and they found bodies in their back garden that they had buried.
Yeah, between them, they killed 10, probably 10, maybe more people, but 10 that they were she was in court for.
So she was facing it on behalf of everyone who's wanting to know. She was on her own.
And statistically, as a married couple, you know, they met and they were both evil. And that statistically is unheard of, I think.
Yeah.
So,
could you see she was evil when you were sitting that?
No, she didn't look evil at all. She looked like, she just looked like a middle-aged woman, really.
So she could literally be anybody that you pass in on the street.
Yeah. But so I remember at the very beginning, because obviously there were a stream of witnesses and things, and it gets inside your head. It's terrifying. I'm not going to say it because it's too distressing, but the evidence was horrific.
Gosh.
But then I realised after a certain amount of time, it was sort of affecting me less, because it almost gets to the point where you're hearing all the same stuff, and it's so evil that you can't comprehend it. And for me,
were you writing this down as you were hearing it, or were you just taking it in?
Yeah, it's all notebook. Obviously, you couldn't record in
oh
back
yeah,
then.
Of course.
But for me, the worst thing about her, well, I say the worst, but was that they picked up hitchhikers. A lot of their victims were hitchhikers, and they got in that car because they saw a woman.
Oh God, yes.
So it's that thing
That's the safety that you would feel you go, oh look, there's a woman there. She's not going to hurt me.
There's a woman. How many times do you say to your kids, "Oh, if you get lost, go and talk to a woman"? So that for me was like, I just
That's
couldn't
chilling,
get my head around it. Yeah.